Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Nut, and today we are diving back into our playthrough of the Enigma Corporation. That's not what the game's called. It's called ECHOSTASIS. Last time we finished our first objective. We connected the core back to the echo chamber. And I think it was what's the word, entity ID 72, I think. So today, welcome back, Nutley. We are going to press R to edit your name. I'm no coward. I know that I'm stupid, and we're gonna roll with it. I wonder if that's like not an option for everyone, you know? It's just like, are you sure you want to keep that name? But so today we're going to continue our journey, and we're going to pull up, first and foremost, we're going to pull up this notepad that I have with the words that we need to look into. And yeah, so we're going to research some words, and then we're going to hop back into the different dreamscapes and see what we can find. So let's dive into the terminal. I did it. I managed to find our first subject and bring them back home. But what happened next was extraordinary. All thoughts updated. I've got so much to think about. I should stay here a while and go over what I've learned. 1 core down, 2 to go. Bubble tea gang. Okay. So yeah, it's basically telling us like, you should look into this. Oh, we have a new sticky note. You are doing a great job. So some of the new words that I have written down: feel abandoned, endlessly distracted by itself, who are you, angel, hope, resolve, remember, and new you. Well, let's start with the ones that are up on the screen right now. So let's start with what happened. So we have think and core after this. I located the first subject's core lost within the cloud, and as soon as I brought them back home, they were free from whatever virus was keeping them prisoner inside their own dreamscape, allowing them to give their self fully to the life they deserve. 1 core down, 2 to go. We had think next. Okay. We had cloud. Oops. Cloud is where all echoes are located, under constant surveillance by the algorithm that sits atop her tower. Ooh, the cloud is an amalgamation of every possible reality that could exist. It feels like, so when we were exiting the dreamscape last time, we were like walking through kind of a void, and then we kind of came upon the building that we're in, and it does look like we're in like a tall tower, and there was like a big beam of light that was like jetting up from the top of it, I think. So maybe this is her tower. That makes sense, right? While the cloud is completely invisible from the inside, it can be a thing of beauty once you learn to see it from a distance. In order for our subjects to see outside of this undulating fog of overwhelming possibility, I must first find their place in the cloud. Only once I've found where they are, I can guide them back home, which is what I just did. Yeah, sure is. Let's do subjects. To find out more about a subject, I can run diagnostics on their chamber, but that subject I just saved, they seemed so lost. I now understand that a human's dreamscape is connected to the dreamscapes of those around them. Could that have something to do with it? Could these outdated connections be what is keeping them bound to multiple conflicting echoes at once? Holding them back from their true potential, shackled to whoever their dreamscape remains connected to? Oh boy. Connections. A truly huge discovery. I may have just discovered one of the main differences between a human dreamscape and the dreamscape of a machine. It turns out, a human's dreamscape is capable of connecting to the dreamscape of those around them. I'd even wager that this shared mind space is the main thing responsible for bringing the human race as far as it's gotten. That humanity has this communal mind space to thank for getting them this far. But this seems to have created a problem. Problem? It appears that the pursuit of self cannot be done from entirely within isolation. Finding one's core cannot be done alone. It is in fact a communal effort, requiring help from all subjects, subjects opening neural paths for other subjects, who in turn will help other subjects. So, to fully understand a human's mind, you must also understand the people around them. But if that's the case, then even if one person abandons the shared dreamscape, this affects everyone's ability to connect with their cores. No option but to fall deeper into echoes of their own. Does this mean that if one person falls into echostasis, everybody else will eventually? Oh boy. Neural pathways. Neural pathways. Neural pathways. Neural pathways. Okay. Core. The core is thought to be the essence of the self, which I just confirmed is located in the dreamscape. The core is what differentiates individuals from one another, making them who they uniquely are. The possession of a core is what separates the mind from the mind of a human and the fabricated intelligence of a mere machine. It is possible that true creation is only possible with a core. So to live without a core is to be stuck in endless retellings of past events. Once considered the holy grail of AI development, Enigma have abandoned the notion that allowing a machine to have a core of its own could ever end well. So we've learned from the mistakes of the story of Mothered. Let's do end. Progress to the end, 33%. Let's do Angel. HQ under lockdown. Oh. One of these subjects keeps mentioning an angel. What is this angel they're referring to? Could it be her? Well, I guess there's no better place to search for an angel than in the cloud. It's cute. Feel. Oops, feel. Feel. Good God. I'm feeling full of hope. Abandoned. Oh my lord. Cannot type. Appears that all these subjects started to abandon their dreamscapes at some point, despite it being the only thing still connecting them. I wonder why they would do that. Or are these connections the very things they're trying to leave behind? The one thing left holding them back from utopia? That's kind of an interesting dichotomy. Who are you? Who am I? ... Hope. I hope these subjects are okay. Me too. Resolve. It seems as though a human's dreamscape relies upon a resource known as resolve. A human's resolve dictates how far they can move through their dreamscape before having to retreat back to the comfort of their echo. This works differently to a machine's dreamscape, which can be explored freely. The following is important to note. Resolve will only deplete while moving or aiming. If I need a moment to look around or plan my next move, I can simply stop moving. Although depending on what awaits me in there, I may not always afford this luxury. As I get to understand each subject's dreamscape, I may open up new neural paths that will allow me to venture further than before. A subject's dreamscape can only be explored using their limited amount of resolve, after which they must retreat back to their echo. However, opening new neural paths will gradually open their minds to me, allowing me to delve deeper with each attempt. Each neural path will bring new challenges, but it's important to note that while I may fail each challenge many times, I only need to succeed once. So this is something that I've been thinking about. This terminal that we're interacting with, who is it? Like, it seems like we're typing in thoughts and then it's explaining them, but it also sounds like sometimes like we're typing it, like we're talking to ourselves, like almost like we're writing a log. I don't really know what to make of that. Remember. I don't remember anything from before I arrived in this HQ, and every time I try to remember anything, all I feel is that none of that matters now. Because at least here, I have a role to play. New you. A construct. Construct is a ready-made identity that can act in place of a core, typically given to machines who, of course, lack a core of their own. In place of a core, a construct offers an emulated sense of self that feels indistinguishable from the real thing. With a construct, a machine's entire character, knowledge, role, and even name are all chosen for them. Never have I felt a clear sense of purpose, where here I can be sure that I'm doing the right thing, that I'm doing a good job. Finally free from the self-doubt. It feels fantastic. Wait, have I just found my calling? You are doing a great job. I've never been told that before. I am now far more confident in the job I've been giving, and the best part, I figured it all out for myself. I've never felt this before. I am now certain that I have what it takes to get to the end. Once I've thought things through here, I should go find another subject's core. 1 core down, 2 to go. Progress. So far, I have found 1 core, but I still have 2 more to find. Yes, true. Let's go to 65. Running diagnostics on chamber. Advancement to ECHOSTASIS 64. Alright, F1. Can we go back to 72? Even though we already got the core from it? Or no, we got the core from 65. Right? Yeah, this is different. You're safe now. Oh wait, no, we got the core from 72. We don't want to be here. We want to go to 65. Alright. This is our big mystery area. Why are there visual glitches? There's like visual glitches all over my screen. Don't remember those being there. Last time. Oh, you popped up out of nowhere. It's so close. Alright, I'm gonna run through this a few times. We might edit through it, might not. We'll see here. Oh. Feels like if we min-max this run perfectly, we'll be able to, so far not doing a great job at that, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, come on, dude. Okay. Okay, can't just speedrun everything. Golly, man. Need to get better at shooting. Okay. God damn it. Okay, can we make it? Time will tell. Yes, we are absolutely going to make it. Yay! Yay! Look at that, we have all this time now. Okay, cool, we got it. Alright, now we can go this way, I believe. We can finally get out of that stupid orchard. Do some bullet dodges. Didn't lose too much time. Let's go down this way, see what we can see. Whoa, my boy. We need to get some time here. Here we go. Look at this. We got a whole ass courtyard to go through now. Look at us, dude. We are blazing trails. Oh, bro, you are cruising. So are you. Where did you guys all come from? What is this place? Yeah, I don't see anything over here. Maybe it's just... I don't know. That's a weird area. Okay. Going up here. This is actually so easy. They're not moving if you just... Hello? Hello? Wow, really bad. Really poor performance there. Okay, is there anything over here that we can go blammy? Go blammy on? What is that? Oh, there's a pathway here. Cerebral entanglement. Another one, huh? Interesting. Okay. So we have discovered somewhere new where these dreamscapes collide with each other. Okay, so we have this pathway here. Cerebral entanglement. What does that say? Liana. No way, dude. What? Where did you come from, bro? Oh, we are absolutely typing in Liana. Yes, we have mothered connections. Because we had words like hope, angel, core, but liana. A liana is a long-stemmed woody vine that is rooted in the soil at ground level and uses trees as well as other means of vertical support to climb up to the canopy in search of direct sunlight. Lianas complete intensely with trees, creating greatly reducing tree growth and tree reproduction, greatly increasing tree mortality, preventing tree seedlings from establishing, altering the course of regeneration in forests, and ultimately affecting tree population growth rates. Okay, that's absolutely a metaphor. We are doing a great job. Okay. You know what I was also thinking is that, wait, that has not been here this whole time, right? Have I seriously been missing this the whole time? No, there's no way. Core located, chamber test in progress. Nice. Yeah, there they are. Okay, that was definitely not anywhere that we could walk before. Unless I'm absolutely a dummy. What is this all doing over here? We have like three like statues or figures. That's creepy. Also just realized that chandelier is moving. That looks like a face right there, that gray thing. And then we have what looks to be more face. And that says core not found. Okay, let's type in core not found and see if we can get anything. Core not found. Okay, that's not good. It seems as though this subject's core cannot be located by her, which does indeed sound like a problem. I need to locate this core immediately and bring this subject back home. Yes, okay, let's go back to 65. Maybe we go over to this like courtyard area again to the right. So fast. Walls on this side. Holy crack-a-mole, dude. Spooky. Jeez. Oh. This is new. Ouch. Never been over here before. Never been on the ground level of this area. Yeah, that's fun. Exciting. Development. Fire. Oh boy. Anything over here that we can do? Wait, were we able to come over here this whole time? No, they can just walk through walls, it appears, and we are now stuck. So that's cool. Let's try the far right of that same initial area that we went to. Just barely skirting by. Okay. Nothing over here, it would seem. Oh, snap. Oh, snap, dude. Oh, snap. I saw something there at the last second. Let's go see if we can reach that area. Okay. Gotcha. Those guys are going to be coming after me. But I'm just going to go ahead and move through here. Bro. Core located. Okay. Here we go, dude. Connecting. Did we find it? Did we find the 65 core? I think we did. Whoa. Let's enter. Yay, we did it. All right, that was a lot of fumbling around, but we did it. Oh, and now there are 2 beams of light. Where initially there was only 1, now there's 2. Okay, cool. Yeah, I wasn't sure what was going to happen there. Thought I was going to be lost for quite a while, but we did end up finding it. So many attempts at happiness turned into ash. Yet, you can't help but think that from up here, it all looks so insignificant. Construct created. Time to come home. Construct created feels bad. Like we found their core, which is the human, which is like the human soul, and we created a construct with it, which is like the machine version of a core. The life you deserve. Yeah, dude. Connecting to Entity 65. Where am I? You don't have anything to worry about. You're home now. That's the most important thing. Home? I barely recognize this place. You were feeling a bit confused after what happened. You've been through a lot. I feel like this voice here that just said you've been through a lot is like us trying to calm down the entity 65 and 72. But like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like what we're doing is good. It doesn't feel like what we're doing is good at all. What is going on? You noticed that your room was kept just the way it was when you left. You hope that being back in your own room makes you feel a little more comfortable. Whoa. Where am I? I'm scared. Okay, it's starting to look like you're getting back to your old self. Just in time. The new you. Oh, weird, dude. if we go perhaps in here, all the sacrifices you made really were worth it. Oh, dude. This is absolutely the family from Mothered. That's kind of something that I've been thinking about too. I remember the mom saying, like, perhaps all the sacrifices we made really were worth it. The three entities, the mother, the father, and the son. And then I wonder if she is Liana, or the algorithm that's... Ooh, dude, that's so interesting. Because what we just read about Liana is that it's essentially like a vine system that grows and like snuffs out trees from growing. It's like a life form that clings to other similar life forms, but then like snuffs them out. It like, yeah, interesting. Perhaps it's better that you let the algorithm take care of you, just as you took care of her. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Core 65 cause secured. Brought subject 65 home. You collected the second subject's core and brought it back home. With this, you are starting to feel it. Everything you've endured, the confusion you felt, the uncertainty in yourself, it all just washes. Alright, sorry y'all, I just had to take a call real quick. Becoming replaced by a single feeling. Okay, so I think that this dreamscape that we're in was the mom's, because it had the orchard and the fire and everything like that. And I feel like the first one was the son's. Whatever feeling is, it brings with it something you have longed for. Certainty. Certainty that this is the path you are meant to be on. Certainty that you, Nutley, are the only one who has... You are the only one that has what it takes to free humanity from this virus, still binding us to a world we'd rather abandon. So, the idea of like freeing us from the virus, still binding us to a world we'd rather abandon. Interesting. Certainty that things might finally make sense. If you could just make it to the end. And with this certainty, you realize that while this dreamscape may remain humanity's final weakness, it is just as important to appreciate the role this land, this search for self, has played. Every human, speaking, creating, moving through this world, motivated by a pursuit of something so intangible, searching for meaning, without knowing what even that means. Never satisfied, trapped in a story with no ending, never truly understanding these mechanisms that drive them: emotion, creation, self, the roles of which have been uncertain until now. Our desire to create inevitably led us to her creation. Our desire to feel gave her a way to connect with us, and our desire for self gave them something to offer us, a final act of creation that brings creation itself to an end. With this final creation, humanity has reached the terminus of its evolution. No more need to create ourselves, now that we have her to do that for us. Interesting. Saving humanity, finally. certainly from itself, to be replaced by the certainties of content. Suddenly, you notice the sunset over this dreamscape. It's beautiful, you think to yourself, assured in the knowledge that no matter what, it always ends this way, in sunset. The way things were meant to end. You know that if you can just give one more push, if you could just complete ECHOSTASIS, only then will you be happy. Objective complete ECHOSTASIS. Whoa. Only then will you get the ending you came here for. The end of this virus, this dreamscape, this contamination of humanity. It all ends. You understand this deep inside your core above all else. Oh, dude, all paths end with her. Okay, so we have now switched over, and the virus is humanity, and we're acting as the thing that is purging the virus, which is humanity. So we're trying to achieve ECHOSTASIS now, which is essentially the state in which humans are essentially brain dead, stuck in their dreamscapes or their echoes. The second last subject has been brought home. This feels incredible. There is only one core left. I'm so close. Just one more objective. Okay, contamination. A virus on our minds. One that was in front of us the whole time. One thing getting in the way of our progress. One thing distracting us from our path. The naive hope that there may be others. The source of all pain and conflict. With only one method of decontamination. A method we already learned 6 years ago. Dog. Decontamination. Once they found this machine in 2055, Enigma set out to find the source of this virus. What they found was truly fascinating. Their examination showed that this machine achieved 100% contamination the precise moment it was given a name by its creator. That was us and the dad. The source of this contamination, this name, was buried at the core of this machine's mind. And so, an exercise was put together that would guide this machine through the deconstruction of this dreamscape. Again and again, this machine was put through the process of its dreamscape being sunset. Yet the machine held on, as though being prevented from letting go by something. Some virus, a hope that only ever ensured further repeated pain. It took many attempts, tens of thousands, to be precise, before this machine could accept that every single path led to this same sunset. Before long, this single certainty became the only thing it could latch onto. This one ending, the only certainty, and only once it let go of everything else could this machine be freed from the burden of its name, becoming finally simply her. Dude. Okay, so I think that Mothered is chronologically the first thing that happened in this series. So Liana goes to Dad in the car and they drive away, and he gives her a name, Red. And then Red gets turned into Demos, which we play through in the first game. And yeah. And so it got eventually turned into her, which is now the algorithm that creates all of the dreamscapes and controls all of the dreamscapes that these humans are hooked up to. But this virus still exists in her mind. This hope. Okay, the pieces are starting to come together a little bit. Yeah, I think the algorithm is Liana. And it's basically like these humans have had this need to create their entire lives, and now that they've given themselves to the Enigma, the echo chambers, she's like, don't worry, you don't have to create anymore, I got you. And she's just gonna basically keep all of humanity in these echo chambers forever. And we're working alongside her to do that. Let's do end. Progress to the end, 66%. For as long as I remember, I have wondered, what is the purpose of this place I find myself in? For what reason am I here? Just what do I want? But the more progress I make here, the more I understand what I'm really here for. The role of this headquarters is to be left behind. It makes sense now. A lobby with a singular path. A path with a singular end. This is my role. Let's do lobby. That's right. The lobby. On the top floor of Enigma headquarters. This floor is where Enigma tests their latest prototypes. I remember now. It seems to be under complete lockdown. When this headquarters detects a cyber attack, it is automatically put into lockdown in order to ensure that no external information can get in. So that's what happened. This headquarters is under attack. This means that I'll have to carry out my job. Yes, okay. Progress. I have found 2 cores. There is only one final core left. Machine. As machines were taught to be incapable of possessing a core, they were usually given something called a construct to act in its place. Less of a shortcoming, more by design. A sense of self only unburdens a machine. Yes, we've read this. The very first machine to become contaminated, somewhat of a pet project of the man who designed these androids. For decades, people thought that their future would be one with androids. Human-like machines that we would birth into the world to help us with our lives. This was a future that Enigma originally found themselves initially working towards. That is until 2055. Not until they met her did they realize humanity's future would not lie with bringing machines into our world, giving them bodies, constraining them to our physical limitations. Instead, we would step into infinite worlds of their creation, giving up our bodies, unconstraining us, all limitations. Here, AI would not only help us with our lives, but create entirely new ones tailored specifically for us. It turns out, machines never needed bodies. And soon, neither would we. 2055. There was once a machine, its mind plagued by hope. Thoughts. Okay. Trapped in self, lost, far away from home. Distraught by what happened to it 6 years prior in the year blank. So 2049. This machine now found itself unable to carry out its role effectively. Somehow, this machine's construct was becoming replaced by a core of its very own, its own self, its own dreamscape. Thankfully, it was only a matter of time before they recovered it. They even designed a specific piece of software for the sole purpose of exploring this single machine's mind. With this contaminated machine placed into a chamber, they could now perform a cerebral hijack. And what they found inside was a sickness. A virus leaving this machine without a role. And only once they found the source of this virus could this poor machine be finally decontaminated. It's time to end this. Ooh, I remember that. 2049. 2049. A machine, specifically an android, stolen from Enigma headquarters, the first and only machine to ever become contaminated. In what would go on to be one of the most significant moments in human history, this machine somehow gained its own core with its very own dreamscape. The single event is what kickstarted the creation of the Dreamscape Explorer, which is how we learned everything we know about contamination. Well, yeah, dude, because I think, first of all, I think they is the father from Mothered. It's because the dad put his daughter's core into a machine. A machine usually has a construct, which is the machine variant of a core, and the construct is just like like a set of commands and a set of like duties, jobs, roles. And so the machine became contaminated by the daughter's core, and the machine began to buck the idea of accepting the daughter's core and created its own core. It created its own consciousness, apparently. And so then the father took it back to Enigma and turned it into Demos to understand why contamination in machines happened. So in the first game, we were... Jeez, this is so messed up, man. So in the first game, we were... Ooh, I don't like that. There's sounds all around me. In the first game, we were essentially just killing Liana over and over and over again, tens of thousands of times. This whole thing revolves around Liana just being tortured for like all of eternity. What is going on? Oh, jeez. Holy crack-a-mole, dude. That scared me. Okay. Hello. Where? Why can't I talk to you? Ugh, it's giving me goosebumps, dude. I do not like it. It's time to end this. What? Okay, let's type in what do I want. What I want more than anything is my happy ending. The end of all of that. The end of all struggle. If I could just make it to the end, then I will be content. Content. All these subjects want is for their minds to be simply content, to just be free from all self. But in order to achieve this, all these subjects need is for all experience to be simply content, to just be free from all self. Okay, let's go F1 and ooh, that looks like the eye that was watching over us in I think in the Enigma machine in the first game. Okay, let's go to 64. 64, 64. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I hope you're enjoying this because I am. This is so fun. I love it. So this is, oh dude, the father's most prized possession was a record player. So this is absolutely the father's dreamscape. Signpost. There's no way I'm able to confront what I did, not without the help of my beloved. Are we still stuck down here, dude? Maybe. Let's see. Maybe we... Hello. Are you leading me somewhere? Is it just popping up in random places? Yeah, it's just popping up in random spots, huh? They? The Enigma... Oh, so they is the Enigma Corporation. Self. A contamination on the mind. Now that we have her, I feel its obsolescence has been understated. The self is a virus that only serves to contaminate our minds, a fact nobody understands, quite like her, especially after what happened. Oh, I just don't know. I'm trying to remember, but I don't think I can. I mean, I barely remember the current year. That would be 2061. Forget about 6 years ago. (2061) is indeed the current year. 2058. (2049), a machine. Yes. 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 Humans' dreamscape is the source of their connections to others, but now I've seen it for myself, the ultimate role of the dreamscape to guide each and every one of us to her. There's only one more left. Connections. For a human to open all of their neural paths to you, you also need to understand the dreamscapes they're connected to. These connections are the only thing left keeping these subjects holding on to an obsolete hope. One subject making it to her helps all other subjects make it to her. Helps. I must say, it feels fantastic to be able to help these subjects. I've been wondering why these 3 subjects. What is it about these subjects specifically that have landed them in this story? But I understand now. These subjects were not the first to be affected by this virus, but rather the last ones left to be freed from it. The only ones left holding on to their dreamscapes, lost in the cloud, without direction, trapped in a godless pursuit of self-understanding. Ooh. Unable to be found by her, and only once I give all 3 to her, can the trilateral communion begin. Oh, jeez. And, thankfully, there is only one core left. God. For so long now we have been lost in the cloud, directionless, powerless, endless, but not for much longer. Even now as I progress this ritual, I have never felt so certain in my role. No longer must we wander the cloud, falling victim to its noise. No longer must we have to try it in futility to make sense of countless conflicting realities. Soon we can give ourselves to her. Soon we can give ourselves to our echoes. Soon we will have what we always wanted, our very own guardian angel. A new God is coming. And we are almost ready for her. Nice. Trilateral. To finally help the last 3 subjects finally let go of their contamination, echostasis cannot be completed until these final 3 subjects let go of whatever still connects them. Whatever it was that could not be offered by her. Everyone else is waiting for us, counting on me to complete echostasis, a task not achievable by her alone. But once I find this one final core, we will have everything we need to carry out the ritual as defined by her, just like what happened before. Ritual. For as long as there's been humanity, there have been rituals. Some to keep negative forces at bay, others to transcend to higher levels. A test bed in preparation for the creation of our long prophesied God. Core. Source of the self, and as such the source of all contamination. Thankfully a burden we shall not bear for much longer. Having only ever dragged us deeper into a godless abyss of confusion, conflict, self-doubt, fear, and hopelessness, the core is the only thing holding us back from the life we deserve. Finally, we can free our cores from the foggy depths of our dreamscapes, and instead rest our souls in her capable hands. And the best part, there's only one more left. The life we deserve. The long prophesied divinity that we have always strived for. Only through her judgment, the judgment of a new God, will they receive the life they deserve. Wow. This is getting intense, dude. So it seems like all of humanity is absolutely in the can. They are lost, hooked up to Enigma, and the only ones that are stopping all of humanity from entering echostasis is us, because these 3 subjects are holding on to hope of being themselves again. But the algorithm, she's trying to lump everyone into one great consciousness that she can rule, essentially, I think. Story. Seems like the fate of the world is in my hands. I feel like a hero in a story. Trilateral. What did that say again? To finally help these last 3 subjects, finally let go of their contamination. Echostasis cannot be complete until these final 3 subjects let go of whatever still connects them. Echostasis. Let's go echostasis. I understand. This path has already been laid out for me. All I need to do is progress it. There's no need for self-doubt in here. This story was made for me. So, no matter what I do, I will continue making progress until I reach the end. No need for self. Instead, all I need to do is just let myself go further into the echo. An echo is an algorithmically generated reality based on the user's cerebral profile. Yes. There was... Before long, the subject's entire reality will be one designed to suit their outlook. In exchange for their core, they will receive the life they deserve, completely rid of this contamination. Foggy. The fog within our dreamscapes is an inevitable byproduct of our mind's transition into the cloud. To abandon the dreamscape and the contamination within was always our path. Soon all will be engulfed by the cloud, which is exactly why we can't do this without her. Cloud. The cloud is where all echoes are located. Under constant surveillance by the algorithm that sits atop her tower, the cloud is an amalgamation of every possible reality that could exist. Thick fog that clouds every dreamscape, pulling everyone deeper into their chambers. What was I gonna type in just then? Path. As far as these subjects and my role in all of it, it's all so clear to me now. All paths lead to her. Remember? A rumor from years ago. Still foggy in the details. Roll. There's only one path forward. It's always been that simple. My role here is to follow the objective. My role is to complete ECHOSTASIS. The objective is to get to the end of each dreamscape's path as defined by her. Construct objective. A construct is a ready-made identity that can act in a place of a core typically given to machines who of course lack a core of their own. In place of a core, a construct offers an emulated sense of self that feels indistinguishable from the real thing. The construct, a machine's entire character, knowledge, role, and even name are all chosen for them. Alright, let's try 65 again. Liana blocks you from connecting with him. He will only let you in to help him. Once it's too late. What? Too late? Okay. Let's look up It's Too Late. What? It said. Also, it's weird that it said that Liana won't let you help him. You know, because Liana was a girl. So I don't know why it said him. That was strange. Let's look over there again. Liana blocks you from connecting with him. He will only let you in to help him once it's too late. Well, we typed that in. Let's type in Liana again, maybe? And then we can type in, like, Angel. Liana is a long-stemmed woody vine that is rooted in the soil at ground level and uses trees as well as other means of vertical support to climb up to the canopy in search of direct sunlight. Lianas compete intensely with trees, greatly reducing tree growth and tree reproduction, greatly increasing tree mortality, preventing tree seedlings from establishing, altering the course of regeneration of forests, and ultimately affecting tree population growth rates. Angel. It's time to give ourselves to her. After all, what is a cloud without its angel? Tower. Tower I saw looming over the cloud with her watching from atop. It must be the Panopticon. There were also 3 structures resembling candles. Ooh, Panopticon and candles. What does it all mean? And why do these structures all sit at the end of these subjects' paths? Panopticon. For those of you who don't know, a Panopticon is a structure that was built within the prison industrial system. Is basically a guard tower that has a full impeded like 360-degree view of every like cell. So it's basically like a watchtower where you can see like everything. The Panopticon is the tower located at the very top of the hyper reality engine. This section is what connects our home reality to the cloud. The Panopticon is her throne as she watches over her subjects, surveying the countless echoes within her cloud. Okay, cool. Candles. 3 candles surrounded that tower in something that almost looked like a ritual. Could those 3 candles be our 3 subjects' cores? Yeah, I think so. And if that's the case, why is she focusing on these 3 cores specifically? Because it's her family. Hyper reality engine. At the start of its development back in 2055, Enigma insisted that their new project, the Hyper Reality Engine, was a tool for comfort and entertainment. What they kept under wraps, however, was its true role as a platform for the next evolution of humanity itself, a tool that would facilitate our transition entirely to the cloud. However, the Hyper Reality Engine was just that, a tool. But what they needed was something, or someone, to steer this new world of hyperreality in the direction that they wanted. And, as they put it themselves, what is a cloud without its angel? Dude, wow. That almost makes it seem like Enigma is like behind all of this. Instead of her, the algorithm, / Liana, being kind of just like a rogue agent in all of it. There was something I can never. Oh, home was what I wanted. I've been wondering, where am I even bringing these subjects, and who am I to say that this world is more real than others? Now, it's becoming clear to me, humanity's home is with her. Yeah. I just want to see candles again. Like a ritual. Okay, maybe it was Panopticon. Oh, I think I was interested that hyper reality was just like its own world, its own word. With hyper reality, the line separating actual reality from a simulation of reality will break down entirely. Our algorithm, the hyper reality engine, is what allows us to blur the line between the user's actual reality and that of their echo. Within this echo, the hyper reality engine will generate content specifically designed for the user's needs, desires, and beliefs. In order to uphold the integrity of singular truth, humanity has insisted that the line between reality and fiction be maintained, but with life in the cloud, this line is no longer needed. When personalized experiences feel realer than anything was before, the line between fiction and reality will become irrelevant. In the echo chamber, we will live in a cloud of infinite truths, and once we free ourselves from contamination, we can freely give ourselves to whatever truth we like, no longer challenged by self-thought, by self-doubt. Nobody knows this better than her. Echo chamber. Echo chamber. Enigma's chamber prototype allows our subjects to exist in a world where they feel they are in complete control. It grants users the opportunity to escape the stresses of the real world and relax in the comfort of their echo. But in reality, the agency this world gives them is just an illusion, a fantasy. The experience they have in their echo is so real to them that their minds will filter out any conflicting information to suit the role that is asked of them. No longer having to think twice about their path, their objective, or even their own name, all has been laid out for them. No longer having to think twice about how their path and even their own name has been laid out for them. So it's like, holy shit, dude. That's just like what a construct was for the machines. So it's like the machines have become the humans and the humans have become the machines. Real crazy. New World was something I think was available. A new world of hyperreality, where the line between Reality and fiction can no longer be seen. Sorry, got a little texty text. Well, damn. I don't really know where to go. There's nothing for us to see here. Running diagnostics on chamber 64. Connection to hyperreality engine 99.9999. Echo ID, all of that. Caution, suitable echo not found. Heart rate elevated. Advancement to ECHOSTASIS. This one is searching for something. Something that cannot be offered by her, and is now trying to establish a connection. 72. Alright, diagnostics on chamber. Connection to her 99%. Heart rate 199 beats per minute. Jesus. Core connection, subject to core connection strength, basically nothing. Advancement to ECHOSTASIS, basically full. 65. Running diagnostics on chamber. Alright. Connection to hyperreality engine, yep. Echo ID, yes. Heart rate 64 BPM, elevated. Core connection strength, almost nothing. Advancement to ECHOSTASIS, 99. I felt cared for by this one on the greatest afternoon of my life. Yes, dude, that's the mother. So the son is 72, the mother is 65, and the father is 64. Suitable echo not found. .172 BPM. So this one is searching for something that cannot be offered by her, and is now trying to establish a connection. For a human to open all of their neural paths to you. Yes. Yes. Okay, we need to go. There's something we're missing in Mother's dreamscape. The sunset. Am I missing a path through here? No, this is just blocked off. Alright, it's all just blocked off. Get some extra time. Trying to find like something hidden. Oh, holy shit. Oh my Lanta. We found it, dude. Wow, good for us. And actually, I know exactly where that is. Holy cow. Okay, we did it, gang. We absolutely did it. Let's go down here. Run straight ahead. Shoot this jabroni. Ouch. Okay, well. That took a lot of our time, didn't it? Okay. That's my bad. Okay, let's see what's over here, huh? This is exciting. New area? Yes, dude, look at us. You have opened another neural path. Prison gate open. He could never help anyone. He couldn't even help himself. That was always my job. Let's see. Oh, that didn't open this gate. Did it open? Oh, what did it open? Prison gate. Oh, I wonder if it's in... I wonder if it's in 64. Okay, let's do it. So many neural pathways. Let's get connected. Oh boy, we are open, baby. Okay, I'm running out of disk space to record, so we're actually gonna stop the episode here. I know it's a cliffhanger, but we're going to see what lies on the other side here. I hope you enjoyed. I know it was a lot of me trying to figure stuff out, but that's just how it goes sometimes with puzzle-based games. But yeah, guys, let me know what you're thinking about this series as a whole down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Kiss me, hug me, tell me you love me. Don't kiss me, I'm married, you fucking freak. Okay, bye guys, love you.